duo advance out of Oceania, and the Trigger QQ duo from Vietnam take home the spot out of Asia. Which four will join them in Europe, and who do you got your eyes on, Shai?
For me, at the moment, I think that Shaw is just playing amazingly right now. I also think that there's going to be a lot of chances for Camo and Hits to pop off as well. They've been up and down in the leaderboards at the moment, but as you can see over here, these high-feeling games, if you get one or two pop-offs right back into the running, there is only an hour left, but everyone's already experienced in playing those 10 games, knowing that, hey, if we have 2 or 3 games, we can play a little bit out here, and then catch up with those big placement types of games later on. So hopefully these guys and their game plans work out. We'll see what's up right now. We're going to sneaky game coming in, a 4-gun loadout, which we don't see too much from Issa, the combats, AR, drum guns, a very AR-heavy medium ammo loadout. Low people as well on mid at the moment. A lot of progress, but there's not too many people in the server. We have these stalemate moments where a lot of people get to have a lot of information. This is good for 2 reasons. One, the people who are boxing up know a lot of things about one another. But the bad part about it is that if everyone has information on everyone, there's so many more sightlines that get abused and used for eliminations left and right around the map.
Yeah, it's much harder to manufacture eliminations in this circumstance because everyone is used to playing. It's kind of like when you've gotten to a point in Fortnite where it's 39 people in a big circle. It's like, oh yeah, you know, it's not that dense, you know, it's fine, you got some room to move around and work with. But like, normally the reason people say play for weight is because when you get so chaotic, if you are deliberate and you're able to get your rotation down, you will get opportunities to pick up other players. And you can see there just how aggressive these guys have been. 1,102 games above the Storm Surge threshold. Again, that will turn off once you get down to below 30 players. As you can watch that come out, no balance there. Instead, gonna go far side of the zone and box up and turn.
Camo now mixing his partner actually. They finally get together once again. He's going to be boxing up, waiting for any feelings to happen. These guys have 8 feelings together in total. Heavyside coming into the box as well in front of him. No follow-up though, as it's not possible. We're on split layers. Although that's very good for sightlines and different vantage points, sometimes the synchronization can get desynchronized when you're not together with your duo partner.
Stay with your buddy. Particularly, it's week 10. Come on. Like, how many times, like, unless your name is Mario, like, trying to just 1v2 the rest of the lobby, generally hasn't worked out for a lot of players. And right now, these things are recognizing that they're back together, still have the feelings, and now they're going to try and kind of level out the loadout. Interesting to see him dropping the heavy sniper in favor of still having double AR, but I'm trapped, living up to his name there, as he with the combat shotgun, can't poke there, can't charge against one of the best players out of Europe, gets the conversion over, and we're closing in on that top 15.
Very, very smooth build over there to get right back up to his partner. No, these guys are split now. Eastside going on for a 1v1. Camo getting a nice low tier or low ground lockdown on his enemy. Max going down on 60 hertz. You gotta up those hertz, but you'll see these people coming. Camo moving around. Issa popping off on his lair as well. These guys are owning the whole server, making sure everything's getting shut down on numbers. Ash going down as well. The finish is coming out. These guys have collectively done so much damage. Drop-off. It's chaos. Mark going down. What's happening over here, Sam?
15 eons now. He just ran up to 15 eons, and notice how he's constantly checking his head to make it 16. Zyko goes down as well. Who says you need a teammate? Who says Mario? Who? My name is Bruce. He said I'm here to make a fight. Camo's in the box. What's in the box? It's the GOAT duo. They want to make it to New York City. They want to go together. One isn't enough as we're closing in on the top 10. 38 points so far. 17 eons. They're already on 22 points just from this match, but they will not stop yet. They still can't go on 50 points. Jesse goes down, Trap gets on. Right next to him, and they're in the top 10. Issa picks up another one on the high ground. They're at 19 now. He needs to circle back around and find the goal, and he finally does. Nicely goes down. Delay goes down. Top one goes down. Closing it on top 5. He finds it. Juicing goes down as well. Picks up. What are you doing? Over. They haven't taken any damage. That is limited at all. Still both alive on separate. They're playing solo. Guys, you queued up in the wrong mode. What's going on? It's 9 circle, 8 people alive. Both on separate layers. Still 3 sticks available. Full pressure. Doing their own thing. Back to back. Intensive goes down. The win got too much for him. Another sting going on. Height. Down on his buddy. Issa on low HP. Camo. Finally, these guys getting put in check. Issa taking stakes. 1 HP. He goes down. He can't put up the mini coming up. The enemy pops in with a heavy sniper. Mark bringing down their big win, but so many eliminations as we move on to the last 1v1 outcome. Mark going and bullying the last solo player
I mean, first of all, it's so awesome to hear Shai's voice and hear how incredible he is at casting. Let's just...
A great first cast. That was
great
beautiful.
first cast, especially in Camo. Controller lords, with you got to think with another pop-off performance like that.
Yes.
They could be potentially contesting for a spot.
They could be the only full controller duo to qualify for a World Cup. It is the last chance for it to happen. So with games like that, Zeke, this is...
This is just to start the day, by the way. This is the first active game. We have way more Fortnite, but for now, let's hang on follow. I know you pulled some clips, let's take a look at. Let's see what you got.
Let's go some clips here of what happened into those games. Tickle, I mean, he's by himself, he's trying to clutch up, and everything was going wrong, and he ended up being placed underneath the stairs. His heavy start didn't get the wall, the turbo bid came in, and then even here, getting the stairs placed, this duo was going to come out on top of him, but he's able to stay composed, get the elimination, and then another situation was on the top. Two guys right behind him, he still managed to get away even with low HP, and when we looked at the leaderboards at the front, we saw all of these teams that were in this game here, Orc and Lex on high ground, they're using chug splashes to recoup a little bit before into left. Unfortunately, it's a little antsy, jumps out, and that's going to be the end because both Alex and Orc are looking down on top of him. Osmo goes on a tear with his teammate Milan, and I mean, some of the things that they did here, this is really interesting to me because you used to run out in the storm and just take the damage from the storm to get the loot, but in this case, he's using a chug splash to recover instantly, and then what a catch there from Osmo. We're going to look at another team here, Provoking Imagine here, so close to qualifying week after week, especially last week 8. Provoke actually goes down on the waterfall there. Somebody makes this really good. But this shot was disgusting. He didn't even actually get that elimination. He did 112 to the face. But actually, Fortnite, who's up on high ground towards the end, managed to knock that win. But then Osmo taking on both Context and Army by himself. Back on Imagine though is Osmo finally, because he's every time he's shotgun reloaded, ends up going down. Imagine if he did attempt after we saw Provoke end up going down from fall down. It takes out Risk while in the storm, and then makes another storm throw to kind of try to catch him by surprise. It's not going to be enough, but it was so close. This shot right here, and then look at this. He was so close. He already had his crosshair on his face, but no. Fortnite is going to take the win just barely by milliseconds here, Zeke. This was so close.
Coming down this wire, the wire, man, this is just what Fortnite is, right? Everyone's going to give it their all. Everyone wants to qualify, and that's the kind of stuff we're seeing. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see how things turn out currently. I can't even read.
Ben Magis.
Ben Magis. I'm going to call him Magis. Great. And TPD on the beast, we know you.
And people are starting to, you know, use that fishy tag at the end of their name to get the good luck. But, I mean, Wolfies and Rojo were up here earlier. They've got 57 points now. They dropped down from 1st to 4th. Skite and Vato, who are just barely, I think they got 9th place twice in a row in the duos week. So that's one of the French-speaking duos that have not yet made it. We saw the Solary guys go through before, and then some of these other guys as well. Andalex and Orc, we saw their win. And Dretta, who had the crazy performance in week 9. You guys watched it. Just unbelievable. So it's shaping up. I mean, I'm already seeing Skite and Vato. I'm starting to get excited because they start to play better as time goes on. And we just have all but time right now. It's running down though.
Yeah, for sure. I'm ready to get back into these games. Bala, if you are as well, I think we're going to send it back over to Sundown and Shy. Gentlemen, back over to you and keep the action rolling.
Thank you so much, Zeke and Bala. All good, Shy, no worries. But I'm so excited, like you said. We saw so many of those guys up on that top 4. It's so incredibly dense. 52 players in this lobby, 28 duos remaining, and again, the 4 final spots. We're coming down to it right now. That line, because the Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy duo have already qualified, would be 54 points. 51 was on the bottom. 3 points separating everyone. That's
how tall you have to be to ride the ride, and Storm Surge is on again, Shy.
The pressure is active in EU, and we are in pressure plant as well. The lava's hot. These skins look hotter. The guns look very nice as well with that new camo that's out in the shop as well. A lot of edits going up and around. Once again, Geyser's up in play. A lot of free rotation, free shots being taken too, but a miss coming in from Speezy, very, very close to the opponent's head. Baller's getting shot down on Storm line. Once again, a very good position. A lot of people playing for pre-positioned advantage points and then milking those elims rather than getting them. Solo spot, and you have to face up against other duos. Those spam weapons are always vital. That choice of keeping the drum gun and the AR even on low ammo, Speezy knows at some point is going to be a desperate motion on the low ground or mid ground in terms of making sure that spam is up on opponent's builds. It's a very smart decision there as we tune into the thematic boys. Motor and Hero are looking at their own route at the bottom here. Have a rip to go as well. The shadows available to pop up after grabbing the rip, but Motor misses out on those. Not sure if that'll affect them later on. Once again, there are a lot of geysers and a lot of ways to trickle down from height to stay on top of rotation, but that might be a big hit to their loadout and overall play this game.
Yeah, I really hope they're at Shadows, because honestly, Shadows are the most consistent components of the utility tool. Being able to rotate, you have either up, down, or down, up. You're able to rotate and get high ground if necessary, and just make really tough plays in the paint. As we see a lot of other people rotating good old-fashioned way. Let's put it the battle is building, and everyone's pumping up the side of the pressure plate and trying to do damage because that Storm Surge is still active. You can see Motor and Barrett about 9 points off that pace right now to be in their top 10, 12 points off qualification pace. What can they do to get themselves close? They are there the shadows we saw earlier. Will he be able to grab it? Is that another misstep from Motor? And we talked about the clutch and the pressure being on. Now actually misses himself on the chunk flashes too, but doesn't matter. Oh, the action here as he slides down the side of the volcano and finds the unit.
Very smart loot balance from those duels as well. Hurox goes down, but he did have a split kicking while we let Motor play those chuck spots. It's easy to have a very efficient chuck spot in duels, but on rotation, it's very hard to hit you and your partner. So very smart decisions there. Motor has to be smarter now in a 1v2 situation, using all his max. Around 800 left now as people go down left and right. 26 people left alive, 18 duels. No placement yet. Once again, 7th zone, and a lot of pressure coming down on Motor. His shield getting knocked down. Still has those chuck spots to use on the move, making sure that zone damage is not a problem. Shield, not a problem. As he gets all the way back up to 100 HP. Once again, his early game was amazing. Get those guns out, but his life goes down as well to Bodike.
And he misses the top 15, so no placement points there. Vato and Sky are going to be happy about that, as Vato is still in the lobby. You have Ibu High now with the combat and the Flint still rolling around in the ball. And Proxima Star, who was in the top 3, also picking it up there. And Proxima Star being the player who's been around forever, since like the original Summer Skirmish. So good to see his name back up there as Flabo picks up
close match going right down to the wire. One more shot is all he needed there, but it was not possible, did not connect. The duo does hold it down. Once again, this pattern, very, very smart solo play there, making sure he can pick up all the eliminations before the game ends, even though it's a 1v2 spot right here. Now we got Nauka and MXR, who are both chilling in their big base. Looks like next to Stormline as well, one of the best positions you can be in. Very, very nice loadout there for them as well. They've got the long-range beam, the follow-up with the drum as well, and that crucial combat shotgun, which did get nerfed a little bit on this patch, but is still the fire rate and that swap delay coming off allows you to make so many cool plays. They both are sitting on 0 eliminations at the moment, so they must make this effort to catch up near the end of the game.
Yeah, and just one thing in terms of the combat shotgun change, I feel like it's kind of mitigated just because of the removal of the shotgun timer. It ends up allowing you to kind of do, a lot of people call it the TP Classic, where you're ramping out and you're able to effectively tarp and shoot at the same time with very minimal amount of exposure. And I think it sort of makes up for the slight change in the range in terms of the tiles and how much damage it does. So the combat still being very, very, very strong in the current meta, but you can see MXR being able to push in, trying to find the conversion. Is some pressure from above and just goes for it. Gianni Jr. showing why he's not Gianni Sr. being taken down there outside the top 20. No placement points for you and a lot of time wasted in that lobby.
Just a dope reaction there to look up and then look straight up or straight ahead of himself. MXR just carrying that fight right there. Yuntos and Ryu now getting focused by the whole server. Very unfortunate when this happens. Stink's coming down as well, so that's going to be a very, very hard situation to get out of. Ryu now going down. Heiko getting his third elimination, putting him and Ono Kill together on the same or on 4 eliminations there, making sure their points get counted up. 35 points total at the moment. That placement points going to be coming in 4 more duos coming down. 35 people left alive, so that zone surge will also be an option as well.
Yeah, and that was a high value stink. And that's one thing you talk about, you know, it feels really unfortunate when you're getting focused by the whole server, but the reason you're getting focused by the whole server is because you're in an obvious 1x1 that was just rebuilt without priority on the next zone. If everyone is going to focus you, it's much easier to just pile in. You can hear the Rift go off left eye, trying to hit it, trying to do everything he can. Will end up finding it there. Storm Surge is active as we have 18 duos left and 34 players, so pretty much everyone has a buddy with them.
And then, yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a stacked team-based endgame at the moment. A lot of 4-gun loadouts also coming in together right now. Dan Zizzle going down on Shadow Nades. A lot of multiple high ground tarps. A lot of them go down. Cazorla is going to be up top. 1 Shadow Nade left on Heiko at the moment. Andre going down from Cazorla's high ground pick. He gets finished off. Heiko gets that big reward off of it. The mats, the utility, campfires as well for the end game. Pickaxe is coming full swing, making sure every wall is theirs before they set on the next move. Not quite in zone yet, but that tunnel will be very, very proficient. We're talking about those combat changes as well before. That also changes the range of engagement, as now we have more ARs. The style of the game and how it actually flows as more people are basing up to shoot rather than shooting on the fly if they're not going to be able to box fight changes the way people move around the map as well.
And it kind of has given a little bit of a resurgence, what we've seen so far, to the drum gun. It allows the drum gun to have a little bit more of that mid-range feel to it, to where it is going to out-prioritize the combat shotgun, whereas before the drum gun very much so got forced out in terms of effectiveness as we hit our top 15, so 3 points going over from everyone, because why run a drum gun when you can have an FSA rifle and then the combat? But now there really is kind of a space that's between, like, it's closer to like 4 to 9 tiles where the drum gun just shreds. And even now you can see, boom, tack AR, turn about face, 2 elims right there for Johnny Boy and Cazorla. Brilliantly done. Once those will end up tick over, they do have the top 15 as well, as Dan Sizzle gets forced out of the lobby. Proxima Star also gets down and everyone gets pulled up into the sky. We're closing in. Boom, top 10 next placement threshold.
6 chunk splashes still left. We haven't seen them use to their full potential just yet in these end game storm heal-off scenarios. Proxima Star not going down, the high ground star of the last few games that we saw. A lot of wood builds means that these spam weapons are going to pack a wallop, as Johnny Boy gets another knockoff on Ibuhai, the baller player we saw from the other game as well. These rapscallions being sneaky, moving around in brick, metal, and wood. A lot of these big mats now finally coming out, making sure that spam gets stopped down, but more pressure vertically being put down as layer switches come down from their opponents as well. Johnny Boy getting that pickup, maybe not the elimination there, as Ono Kill also gets another one on top.
Yeah, and it was a really good try from Janus there.
Ich könnte wirklich dir... Was passiert hier gerade?
Irgendwas Merkwürdiges passiert hier in dieser Zone. Die Hüllen drehen durch, ihre Lager spawnen riesige Gegnerwellen. Wir müssen verhindern, dass es sich ausbreitet, egal wie. Wenn du ein aktives Lager findest, musst du auf alles vorbereitet sein. Laut meinen Informationen haben wir 20 Minuten, um die Ziele zu neutralisieren. Durchsuche die Zone und halte Ausschau nach allen möglichen Lagern, die gereizter aussehen als sonst. Ich überwache alles von hier.
Ich wünschte, ich könnte.
nächste. Überprüfe deine Karte.
Dein Ernst?
Bereitet die Quinoa vor.
Quinoa? Wann hat Quinoa jemals bei irgendwas geholfen?
Couscous ist zu rund, Amaranth zu prätentiös und Kritaraki ist technisch gesehen nicht mal Reis. Wenn du Lok trockenlegen willst, ist Quinoa unsere letzte Hoffnung.
Schalte die Gegner aus, um das Lager zu räumen.
Sobald wir die Infusion starten, gibt es kein Zurück. Für den Rest seines Lebens wird immer ein wenig Quinoa in seinen Schaltkreisen festhängen.
Haben wir andere Möglichkeiten?
Nein. Außer wir streichen die Lebensmittel. Dann gibt es bestimmt so einige.
Du hast noch 15 Minuten, um die Mission abzuschließen. Einer weniger. Auf zum nächsten. Das nächste Lager könnte stärker befestigt sein. Überprüfe deine Waffen und Munition, bevor du loslegst.
Ich könnte hier wirklich etwas Hilfe brauchen.
Geht auf, Widerlinge!
Hilfe! Das war unglaublich. Wir brauchen mehr von deiner
Kann ich
Sorte.
nicht machen. Tut mir leid.
Hilfe! Weitere Gegner im Anmarsch, also aufgepasst! Hilfe benötigt! Hilf mir mal!
Ganz ruhig, hier kommt alle dran.
Ich brauche Hilfe! Das ist unglaublich, Kommandant. Gute Arbeit. Weiter so.
Verzweiflung versuchen. Hat irgendjemand eine andere Idee, um Locke trocken zu legen? Irgendjemand? Muss nur eine bessere Idee als Quinoa sein. Die Latte hängt echt tief, Leute.
Tut mir leid, Ray.
Flammenwerfer?
Uns stattdessen auf das Retten von Menschen konzentrieren?
Wir versuchen es mit Quinoa.
Ausgezeichnete Wahl. Ich werde die Bestellung sofort aufgeben.
Hab eins. Überprüfe deine Karte.
Es ist vollbracht. Und jetzt? Warten wir. Er kann dich hören, aber nicht antworten. Ich lasse euch eure Privatsphäre. Wenn du ihm etwas sagen willst, wäre jetzt der beste Zeitpunkt.
Wird er es überstehen?
Das steht in den Sternen.
Schalte diese Hüllen aus. Noch 10 Minuten. Zieh es durch.
Höhlenwesen im Anmarsch! Ich hasse die Typen!
Hätten wir. Weiter geht's. Die Lager werden immer stärker. Bereite dich besser gut vor.
Auf gar keinen Fall.
Runde 3. Kämpf!
Ich bin soeben tödlich geworden.
nächste sieht hart aus. Du schaffst das. Hab das nächste. Überprüfe deine Karte.
Hilfe! Hilfe! Danke.
Sturm von Arktika!
Mach weiter so.
Kann ich nicht machen.
Noch 5 Minuten. In Folge! Unglaublich! Sieh dich vor, Kommandant! Da kommt noch mehr! Hab eins. Überprüfe deine Karte. Mach das Lager platt! Aufgespürt, zerstört, unterjocht. Hab das nächste. Überprüfe deine Karte.
Oh.
Jetzt wird's ernst. Mach dich bereit.
Monster! Wir üben nicht nur Kampfkünste, das sind die Moves eines Meisters, Baby! Yo, Beat Street 82 at the
Noch 2 Minuten, bis ich dich da rausholen muss.
Zeigt, was ihr drauf habt!
Wenn du weiter Druck machst, kriegen wir die Zone geräumt. Hab eins. Überprüfe deine Karte.
Ernst? Nehmt das!
Ein weiterer großer Kampf. Los geht's! Dieses Lager ist nicht aktiv. Nur noch 30 Sekunden. Sie hängen schon in den Seilen. Lass jetzt nicht locker. Hab eins. Überprüfe deine Karte. Hab's fertig gemacht und noch etwas mehr.
Ich erledige dich auf der Tanzfläche.
Bekomme ich dadurch Superkräfte?
It's something we're actually not really used to seeing from Stompions.